right now. Welcome. It's been a while since we've been sorting some Lego, but we are here. We are sorting. We're going to be trying something different today. Also, I believe we're going to try to stream on TikTok in just a second here, so you can be with me while I set that up. But welcome, everyone. Let me fix a couple things here. Yeah, there we go. Little bit of a different setup today. Burke is right here. Honestly, I just did not want to move Burke. So I have a different setup going for today. You can see my phone's here. We're going to stream with TikTok. We're going to be sorting some Lego today, though. But first, Frank D, I see your chat already. I am planning on doing a Zippleback. That is going to be a summer video. That's going to be one of the dragons I tackle this summer for the second part of the Burke mock, second phase. First phase is done. It's going live this weekend, upcoming weekend, so not today, but next weekend on Saturday. So be ready for that, and I have a Stormfly video coming out between then. But Zippleback is coming up. Do not fear. There will be a Zippleback soon. We are going to sort some Lego. I'm going to go ahead and hit go live on the phone over here. This is my first time streaming on TikTok too. Video did really well. So that means we got to figure out how to stream on TikTok. We're learning today. So I'm going to hit go live here. Oh, I gotta confirm some stuff apparently. Oh. I have never done this one before, but we reached over 1,000 followers on TikTok, so we're gonna try dual streaming today, which I am kind of excited for. But hello everyone, welcome, happy Sunday. Hope you're having a good day so far. If I keep leaning over, it's because I am adjusting settings on the computer. Let's just do this one really quick. There's like a age step. I did not realize there was some stuff happening here. So give me one moment while we set this up. But our Lego we are sorting today. Oh, I gotta go pretty far. Hold on one second, everyone. How's everyone's Sunday going so far? This is gonna tell me if I look like I'm 25. We are going to sort some Lego. I have a lot of stuff to go through here, and we haven't sorted for a little bit, so it's gonna be quite the process today. 3, 2, 1, going live on TikTok. But yeah, welcome everyone. How are we doing this morning? Well, it's the afternoon now, isn't it? I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna get some Lego in this bin here. Here we go. So there's a new goal. We had that bin we were working on yesterday. Yeah, not yesterday. Last stream. That one that was almost empty, that's going to become like the bin of stuff I don't know what to do with. So like weird stuff like these tubes, it's going to go in there. But first I have to clear a little space out in this other bin first. So we are tackling a different bin down here. We're going to clear out some of this one. And then we'll be able to dump that bin in there. And we'll have more space. Hello everyone on TikTok Live. This is my first time doing this, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But thank you for being here. If you are here from TikTok, hello, welcome, and it's nice to meet you. It's my first time streaming on TikTok because we just hit the follower threshold. Bricks, tiles, plates, and slopes over there. I need to be careful where I'm throwing this stuff. Heads up at first also, this might be a bit of a shorter stream. It is very hot outside, and which means it's very hot in this room. This room is very, this room gets very hot very quickly. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Loey. I said that right, sorry. How's everyone doing? Welcome from TikTok. It's my first time streaming on TikTok, and I have no idea what I'm doing, so. Oh, thank you for the, God. If I don't know what's happening on TikTok, I apologize. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you for sending in a gift. We'll see what's happening. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And I'm also live on YouTube here, so I'm bouncing back and forth between chats. What we're doing is sorting Lego. We have 4 categories we're sorting into, so tiles, slopes, bricks, and tiles, plates, bricks, and slopes. And we are sorting our Lego out because it has been a while since I've done this, and I really need to have a better sorted collection so it's easier to build with. What did it say to do this for? Oh, nice. Cool, okay. Thank you for following. We also have a bin over to this side. This bin over here is just all the big unwieldy pieces that I don't really know what to do with. They get their own separate bin to come back to. This is again the first stage of... Hello, XD444 Legend. Welcome to the stream. This one's kind of nice. This is a printed one. That's kind of cool. I'll throw that in there. This is the first stage of streaming. I also have a sort of Lego graveyard. That's what we're going through now and sorting. It's just a bunch of random pieces that need to be sorted. Welcome everyone to the stream. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday. How's it going, XD444? I'm trying to separate these bricks. Some of them are real stuck together. We are just sorting Lego. We have a lot of bricks to sort, and it's going to make it way easier to do some of the mock building stuff. I'm really excited for Burke to come out. The first phase of Burke is going to be done this weekend. God, these bricks are really stuck together. I'm editing right now, so that will be out this weekend for those that are excited on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. That's weird. That's like a clear Lego brick. That is a weird one. You don't usually see like clear 2x2 bricks. Yeah, I bought a Lego City Racing set. Oh, nice. Is it like the one that's kind of like a Mario Kart racing set? XD there. I think it's so funny that like the time Mario Kart's coming out, Lego City's getting some racing sets, and honestly, I think the Lego City racing sets are better than the actual Mario Kart sets. I do love some of those Mario Kart sets, but also I want Mario minifigures. So I want to make sure. Oh, we got a little minifigure guy here, an old dude in a hula skirt from the CMF series. Little minifigure series guy there, and I think he has the sumo wrestler torso there as well. And a Belleville tail. They're like little fabric tails from the Belleville characters. Those ones are pretty cool. Sorting our bricks. Ooh, that one's printed too. Oh, and the cargo plane. Yeah, adding the... Yeah, that's fair. With the Mario sets, the issue is you got to get that whole starter course, right? So it's really hard to get into them. But I do love the carts. I just wish you didn't have to buy a whole starter set to get all of the rest of the Mario sets. I do love that city set though, and then the cargo plane will be nice too. I think that'll add a lot too to the Lego Friends stuff. I love Lego Friends though. I feel like they have some of like the coolest, most slept on sets. I feel like people sleep on Lego Friends. They have some really, really cool like designs and sets, and their color palette is beautiful there as well. So love Lego Friends. They're pretty good. In the right spot, yeah. I'm a big Lego Friends fan. I don't have a whole ton of their sets, but hey Joe, yes, Lego sorting is it's a bit of a tedious task, and that's why I am doing it live, because then there's people to hold me accountable, and it gives me a reason to sort more than just sorting, because if I just had to sort alone, I don't think I would ever actually sort my collection. So this is my way of forcing myself to do it. I like Lego Friends, honestly, I think has some of the best sets around right now. I think you can get some of the best sets in Lego Friends. I just don't like mini dolls. That's like my only thing with Lego Friends. But everything else about the Friends theme, I think, is really good. They have some really good stuff. Sorry, my phone's ringing there. We'll go there. But yeah, Lego Friends has some crazy cool stuff. And I would love to be able to get more of those. Reason why I bought Lego Friends sets from last December and May. Oh, because the in the YouTube series, yeah. I need to watch that, honestly. I've heard good things about the YouTube series there, and I feel like I need to watch that one. Plus, Lego is pretty good with their series. I feel like they really don't miss that much with their series, so I definitely need to watch the Lego Friends one. We got a blocked nose. We're right out of we're coming out of the season of illness. That's fair. I get sick a lot too, so I feel ya. You gotta have lots of tissues on standby. Lots of tissues. Yes, I'm an AFOL. Sometimes I feel like AFOLs. Oh my gosh, I'm a younger AFOL though. I'm 25, so, but I would consider myself an AFOL. I build Lego MOCs. I'm building a Berk MOC right now, so from How to Train Your Dragon, the island of Berk. That's the current project I'm working on, and it's going to be separated into 2 phases, but phase 1 is almost done. The this mid-series finale is coming out this weekend, so I'm very excited about that one. That will be fun. I have Toothless here. Got Lego Toothless. Toothless is going to be part of the, well, his ears are a little messed up. He's going to be part of the mid-series finale there. And then there's a bunch more. There's also a Deadly Natter, Zippleback. No, Zippleback's going to be next. We had someone asking about Zippleback earlier. Zippleback is coming later, not for phase 1, but for phase 2 of the MOC when I am able to do a little more. I wanted to make sure we got part of the build out. Oh, this is some old Lego stuff. I think like Rock Raiders or something. Maybe Blacktron, I don't know. Aqua Raiders, something like that. I wanted to make sure the MOC was ready to come out by the time the new movie release, but it's not going to be ready, so we have a, I can't get this off. There's going to be like a mid-series finale of like a mostly finished version of the MOC that comes out on Saturday. Oh, yeah, some of the bigger Friend sets are a bit pricey. They're good, but they get expensive. Lego in general, I think, just gets expensive. And like Lego City, oh yeah, Lego City sets, that's what you're talking about. Those ones, Lego City sets also can get really expensive, but those small ones, I feel like Lego City has some really good, really small sets. I think once you're like I think 18 is probably AFOL. Like AFOL, TFOL range, I feel like you can be an AFOL at that point. That's adult age. That could go AFOL, but if you want to be a TFOL still, that's totally fine. They're both good places to be. Thank you also, Joe. I like that Toothless. I am pretty proud of how he turned out, and I'm excited to do more with him. Hello, Robotic Doom. Welcome. It is another day in the Brickstorm indeed. Thanks for stopping by. The new Toothless set I have a lot of. I do like it. Is he a little weird and derpy and goofy looking? Yes. Do I still like it a lot? And I'm going to buy it? Also yes. I have mixed feelings about it. I think he looks kind of silly, but I'm definitely going to get it. Thank you for subscribing, Joe. Welcome to the Brickstorm community. I'm trying to grow here, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for subbing. It is going to help me out a lot. And you subbed at a good time, because Berk is coming out in a couple days, so... Ooh, that's a nice printed brick. Yeah, you subbed at a good time. Good time to be an AFOL. I do too. When I was back in high school, back then I didn't really know about like TFOL, AFOL distinction as much. But I was still playing with Lego all the time. I had pretty big collection. I really loved it. And not a lot of people around me loved it, but that's okay. Like, you gotta do what you love, and Lego's such a fun thing I love playing with Lego. So, like right now, we're sorting Lego bricks. What's better than that? So yeah, I was a TFOL. a lot of people go through like a dark age. I never really had that. I had a time when I was buying less, I guess, but I didn't really have a dark age of Lego per se, except there was a time where I didn't buy Star Wars and I just bought Lord of the Rings. So I missed out on some pretty crazy good Star Wars sets, like the original Phase 2 Captain Rex. I do wish I got that one, but thank you, Gigi, for following on TikTok. I appreciate it. I'm bouncing all over the place right now. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, I think the Toothless set is... Oh, I'm catching up here. The creator sets are very, very good for display. Those are some... I think some, like, the best display sets you can get are in creator. Like, the 3-in-1s, they look so good. They got, like, the rabbits and the... They got all kinds of stuff in there. I love the creator 3-in-1s. And then the big, like, modular stuff already. Of course. Jay! Oh, Jay, thank you for correcting me. From where I'm sitting, my computer's, like, too far away. And so I couldn't see close enough. But Jay, thank you. Welcome to the stream. It's nice to meet you. And I think calling yourself an AFOL is exactly... That's a good plan. It is a good community, and it's fun to be in the AFOL group. This is a crazy... I think this was from, like, a old, like, Galador thing. And stuff's crazy. Yeah, Galador here. This one is pretty cool. Some old Lego merchandise there. I'm gonna put these stairs in the bricks. Hello, everyone. Still watching Lego YouTube channel just for Lego cartoons. Yes, I love that Lego posts a lot of their like shows and cartoons and stuff on the YouTube channel. I think it's a really nice way to have more have people have more access to the content, because they post some really good stuff. Ninjago, and I'll stick by this, is one of the best written shows out there. I haven't watched all of it. I've only watched a little bit, but I know some of what happens, and from what I have read, it is like one of the best shows out there. Like, the writing is incredible. So, love a good Lego show. Yeah, the Galador stuff is old. There's a lot of really old stuff in here from either when I was a kid or like picking up from garage sale hauls. I've bought a lot of Lego at garage sales and stuff, so I've picked up a lot of stuff through that. Hinge is gonna go in a different box. So there's a lot of that stuff there as well. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Oh, you're not a fan of Ninjago? Oof. I think, you know, I have loved what they've done with Ninjago. I forget, do I put wedges in here or in the bricks? I don't remember what I did for that. I'm gonna put them in here. I like, when Ninjago first came out, me and actually Robotic Doom here in chat, we like got a bunch of like the first wave of Ninjago sets, and at that point we were mostly playing with Bionicle stuff, but then the Ninjago sets came out, and we were like, oh yeah, and we added like all the Ninjago stuff into our crazy Lego lore. So I'm a big Ninjago fan because I've been playing with it since I was quite young, quite a youth. So Ninjago has a special place in my heart. But I do know it's not for everyone. This is a nice, like, molten magma rock piece. That's a cool one. Honestly, probably gonna set that aside to use in Burke somewhere in the hidden world. Yeah, we loved Ninjago back in the day. I do get it's not for everyone. I do have those themes myself where I'm like, I don't know. But Ninjago was loved that one. I haven't watched the show in a while though. I do need to watch it. 84 episodes of Ninjago in Russian. Nice. And they do have all of it on YouTube though, don't they? Or at least most of it. No, yeah, exactly. No hate to anyone. It's just not for everyone. Sometimes people don't like... Not everyone can like every Lego theme. Otherwise, everyone on the planet would be completely broke. We would have no money if everyone was buying every Lego theme out there. So, I'm super excited, though, for the Ninjago Legends show that's coming out, like the Kai. It's basically like TMNT, The Last Ronin, but with Ninjago, and it looks sick. Like with Kai, I'm really excited for that show. It's a very different art style. Rock to go with that magma piece we found over here, but it's very different art style. It looks very cool. I am excited to see what that one has in it. Oh, I see. So all the stuff's in English now. Interesting. I did not know that. That's good to know. I guess I mean I'm from the US, right? So I probably didn't hear about that too much on like my feeds and stuff, but that's really interesting. We just started buying Lego Star Wars sets. Welcome. Welcome to the Lego Star Wars area. It is a huge money suck. They have some really good stuff in there and some stuff in there that's also kind of okay, but that has good minifigures, so you got to get it for those minifigures, you know? But welcome to the Lego Star Wars fandom. There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions out there about Lego Star Wars. But I love it. I mostly collect Lego Star Wars. It is my main area of collection. Most of my sets are Star Wars, so I am a big Lego Star Wars fan myself. I buy the battle pack for the Night Troopers. Oh, I forgot that one was out. Ollie and Autumn. Oh, are they Ollie and Autumn? That's hilarious. Like, to make them into Night Troopers? That would be really funny. I do need to pick that set up. That one's a really good one. That Night Trooper battle pack, I probably won't buy a lot of them just because it's not really the same level of like battle packing as the other ones, but I do want to get that one for sure. But the Andor set, yes, that U-Wing is really good. I did a kind of comparison between U-Wings on the channel. I like the new one a lot. I think it looks really good. I had the original U-Wing back in the day, and the U-Wing is my favorite ship ever, like in sci-fi, I think. So I had a lot of thoughts about that one, but I really like the new U-Wing. I think the set itself, well, it's a little expensive. I think the price is reasonably correct. Like, it's not the most egregious price I've seen Lego put out recently. It's reasonable, but the set is really cool. My only issue with it is like the underside is really tiny, and the only reason I have that issue is because the old one wasn't. If the old one wasn't there, I probably would love that U-Wing a lot. I'm trying to see. Yeah. So, my first Lego Star Wars set, watching Star Wars stuff on YouTube, especially Lego ones. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes, and that's the thing, like, sometimes we all get into different themes, too. This is a nice, like, old, this is a sticker, but this is an old, like, Lego space thing. It was, like, a NASA partnership. This is not the new Saturn V. This is, like, an old thing from when I was a kid. The minifigures are really good in that set. But yeah, honestly, sometimes it might be good to not be a Star Wars fan for the first chunk, because those sets are so expensive sometimes. But then once you get into it, it is worth it to be a Lego Star Wars fan. They have some really cool stuff. The designer team, for the most part, does a really, really good job with those sets. So it is a good theme to be a member of the fandom. Especially some stuff they've done recently has been really good. Not there. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. We are sorting some Lego pieces here. Sorting Lego. No, you're good. Honestly, I wouldn't be sorting if I wasn't here anyway. And the distraction is a good thing. Sorting Lego is a very, very tedious task. So it's nice to be able to talk to people and to have some other things to focus on while I'm sorting, because then I don't get distracted doing other stuff. I've done, I don't know how many lives I've done so far. I think this is probably the 4th or 5th one. Sorting lives, and they have been very helpful. We've gotten a surprising amount of my collection sorted so far. And by surprising amount, I mean we still have like bins and bins to go. But compared to what it was before, it is looking so much better. So the reason I stream is so there's people to talk to here. This is a weird, I know this is like a Lego piece, but this is from some weird old thing. I know this button's supposed to turn something on, but I think it is either old or broken. So it's going in the big weird stuff bin to look for later. The themes I collect the most, Star Wars is number 1. I do, and then the rest of the stuff I kind of just dabble in here and there. So most Lego Star Wars, I do a little bit of Marvel and Disney and Jurassic Park. I honestly want to buy more Marvel sets, but sometimes I just can't justify buying a Marvel set when I really just want the figures in most of them. A lot of the times the sets I don't really care for as much. I just want the figs, and I can't justify it all the time. But I do collect Marvel a little bit. Soon, How to Train Your Dragon. I'm hoping that set turns into a theme, and we're going to get more sets. That's my goal, or my heart's desire, I guess. So soon to be How to Train Your Dragon, I'm manifesting it. And then, like, occasionally, like, icon stuff here and there if I really like it. The main one is Star Wars, though. I'm mainly a Star Wars collector. Ooh. Hello, Harry D. How's it going? I am doing well on this nice, it's a very warm Sunday afternoon for me. It's very warm outside. I hope you are also doing quite well. Yeah, there's a lot of heat outside. I do. The collection has a lot of very weird, unique pieces because I have been collecting for a long time. And like I said earlier too, like a lot of this stuff, I would like go to garage sales with like my friends or my mom, and anytime we saw it, like, okay, back when I was younger, people didn't realize that Lego was basically like gold, and so I could go to a garage sale and find a bulk Lego collection, and I could buy it for like a whole bin of pieces for like $25 or something, which today would probably be sold for like $100 or more. So I bought a lot of stuff at garage sales, and that is mostly what built, that's the wrong bin, that's what built a lot of the collection to what it is. Which is why there's so much weird stuff too, because a lot of this stuff is like really old, from like a bunch of really old sets that now are in my collection. Really unique pieces in your collection. Still kicking, so cannot argue. That is a good way to look at it. It is. It's going well. We're going into summer. Summer's gonna be nice, I hope. I'm honestly more of a fall and winter person myself, but I do love a good summer. Hey Luffy, how's it going? Welcome back. It's good to talk to you again. I know we didn't have a stream on Thursday. To be honest, I was very busy filming the Burke finale, which is coming on Saturday. I spent like too many weird pieces in this one for me to sort. I think in the past 2 days I've spent over 20 hours working on video content. Oh, Jay, you just got the One Piece sets? Yeah, I guess Luffy, we haven't talked to you since the One Piece sets were announced. How are you feeling about those? I am very excited. Thanks, Harry. Thanks for welcoming everyone in. Oh, we're still going, sorting here. But yeah, I guess Lego One Piece. How's everyone feeling? I'm very excited. I've only watched. Okay, this has some. This is a custom piece of quote sticker I've made for it. It says chocolate. This was when I was in first Lego League. We built like an ice cream machine with motors that worked to be like our concept for like what we were pitching as like our theme, and that was part of it. Robotic Doom was there, the guy in chat earlier. He was part of my first Lego League team. We were called the Lego Maniacs. I mean, kind of still are. Yeah, One Piece is, it's It's a lot of content. There's lots and lots of episodes. I'm really liking it so far. There have only been a few characters where I have not liked them, and there's only really been one. But I got past her, so we're good. I'm enjoying it a lot, though. I'm very, very excited for those sets. I think Lego One Piece sets are going to be super cool. But yeah, I'm only 100 episodes into this. I'm 115 episodes into the show, actually. But why am I sorting my Lego collection? In general, I just want to have it sorted because it's going to be easier to build. I do have a mock that I'm working on right now. It's this thing here. You can kind of see it in the video. It's Burke from How to Train Your Dragon. And that's like the main project I'm working on now. I did announce my next project after that is going to be the Farlands from Minecraft. So that is coming after Burke. I'm probably going to really start working on it after the summer. But there will be a little bit of work through the summer there. So I have that to work on. I have the Burke stuff to work on. And then I just want my collection to be sorted in general because it's going to be easier. So we have tiles, plates, bricks, and slopes for sorting. So we're kind of just roughly sorting it first, and we're going to refine as we go. And this is going to this is going to be a process that probably takes my entire life to finish. But we are going to finish it one day. Yeah, the One Piece sets do not come out until August, and that is going to be... It's a long way, but I'm very excited for them to come out. It's exciting you can pre-order them, though. I like when they do that. Lego Mania, it was a fun name. We thought it was fun. We were all kind of a little quirky, crazy, and then we thought it would be fun to, like, show how much we thought Lego was crazy and exciting. So, we became the Lego Maniacs, which we had a lot of fun with. First Lego League is great. If you are a kid or you have kids, I highly recommend doing something like First Lego League. Robotics is really good. It's a really great program. Lots of like great problem solving skills, all of that stuff. So highly recommend First Lego League and Lego Robotics. Robotics in general. I'm not even an engineering type, but robotics are just really cool, and it's fun to learn some of that, especially when you're younger and grown up. Okay, Natalie, you're not gonna like One Piece. I'm gonna tell you that right now. The sets are cool though. I don't think you like the live action one either. But the sets are really cool, and I really like the show. It's very pirate-y, and I love a good pirate story. So, what if Lego Friends next chapter have 8 characters as Night Troopers? Got a whole squad of Lego Friends Night Troopers. That would be hilarious. That'd be a great Lego Friends Lego Star Wars crossover. The ship is definitely the best. I really, really like the Going Merry. That one is the only one I'm for sure picking that one up, and I'm probably gonna get the little Shanks bar too, because I really like that scene in the anime. But the ship is wonderful. I love that ship. They did such a good job with that one. I was a little worried when it was not like the most expensive one that it was going to be small, but it's a great ship. They did such a good job with that thing. It's going to be a very, very cool set. How did I get into Lego? I pretty much, when I was younger, my dad is a really big Star Wars fan. He loves Star Wars. And when I was younger, I got a Lego, one of the first Lego Star Wars X-Wings. Not the first one, but like the one with Yoda's hut. I got that one. And then it just went, like after that, I just kept collecting. There was just so much that I really liked it. And I think my parents thought it was a good way for me to express myself creatively without being online. Because when I was a kid, like video games and stuff were really starting to become bigger. We had like the original Xbox and stuff like that, and I think my parents thought it was a good way to have another outlet that wasn't just video games. So I started collecting more Lego, and then I just kept going, and I really never stopped. A lot of people have like a dark age, and it really never happened for me, which I'm very happy about. There was a time where I didn't tell a lot of people about it, but there was no reason for me not to. I just, didn't. But it was, now everyone that I know knows I collect Lego, but I kind of just never stopped, and we kept going, and here we are, 20 years later. I probably started when I was about 4 or 5. So, that's true. The Lego Maniacs was also a callback to old Lego commercials. I low-key forgot about that. There's like all the old like, God, the Lego commercials of back in the day were so good. I really miss those Lego commercials. Oh, they had some really good stuff back then. But yeah, it was a callback to that. Those like, those super fun Lego commercials we had back then. Lego ads, Lego Maniacs. Yeah, when we were, this was back in like, what was like 2008, 2009, maybe. So like it was a while ago. It was like back in like the Power Miners days, and like when Ninjago was first coming out, Bionicle, like all of that stuff. We are old, so it was back in like those days. So lots of like the older shows, older commercials. When they had like Lego Club magazine and Max was still the mascot. Oh, you guys are chatting crazy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am falling behind. This is awesome. Thank you everyone so much. Yes, the Lego Movie 2 sets. Okay, Lego Movie 2 sets super underrated, I think. Those are some really really good sets. I think too with the Lego Movie 2 sets, nowadays you can still find a lot of them for decently cheap, which I think is really cool. Like they haven't inflated in price because they didn't sell super well when they came out. So a lot of those you can still find on the aftermarket for like decently priced, which I think is cool that they're not super expensive. Yes, yeah, I was not a Modern Warfare 2 person. I didn't really play Call of Duty. I mostly played Minecraft and Lego Universe as a kid, and the game that my my mom always says it's the game that took me away from being like a dinosaur kid into like a video game kid. It was Blinks on the original Xbox, and you played as a cat who like went around with a vacuum sucking up garbage to shoot at blobs. Sick game, by the way. One of my favorite games of all time. But that was like my first game I really played, and then I never really got into like Call of Duty or anything. It wasn't really my game. Now I play like Destiny and Minecraft and stuff. The commercials in general did just used to be, they were so much better back in the day. Our commercials have gotten so like diluted, I feel like, these days. Watch Laceberg for you. Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. That one is like almost finale. This weekend upcoming on Saturday, the mock is here. I didn't want to move it. Usually that's where I do the sorting things, but I moved it all yesterday, so I didn't want to do it again. But next Saturday, full cinematic, little bit of update with that one will be coming out next Saturday. I'm very excited for you to see it. And then we'll keep working and finish the mock going into How to Train Your Dragon, or I guess going to BrickCon. We're going to make it a How to Train Your Dragon 2, How to Train Your Dragon 3 build, which is going to be also very exciting. I'm really excited for that, actually. The Lego Star Wars commercials in 2010's Luffy were amazing. Each set sold separately. That, like, I can hear it every time. It's like a great, those commercials were so good. They made you, like, want to go out and buy Lego. I feel like we don't get those type of commercials anymore. In, like, anything, really, but especially, like, with the Lego ones, you miss it. There's, like, a nostalgia factor there. Indiana Jones plane, wings. And you have the Indiana Jones plane and the wings that would jump. I remember that set, but I didn't have it, Harry. That was those Indiana Jones sets too, those like older ones, those were sick. Loved those sets. I did not have that one though, but I had a bunch of the ones from Indiana Jones Crystal Skull because that was the first PG-13 movie I ever saw in theaters. So I ended up really liking it, which I know is a hot take, but I was 12, so that's why. But it was really cool. I really liked that one, and I got a bunch of those sets. But I didn't get the plane. The plane was a really cool one, though. I remember that set. You hear the word. I also remember a Lego ad, which is all about best gift. Yes, yeah. I feel like even back in 2018, we were still getting some pretty solid commercials. Of course, like the golden era was that like 2010s. God, we had some good Lego commercials back then. Yeah, Lego Universe, yes. We still, as Robotic Doom said, we still miss Lego Universe. We loved Lego Universe. We played so much of that game. It, like, that game was foundational to who we are today, I think. It, like, changed how we play and interact with video games to this day, which is wild. That it had such a profound impact on us. But it was such a fun game. I know Dark Flame Universe kind of made this, like, I really want to download it. They have, like, an open source version you can, like, download and play. But I haven't figured out how to do it yet because I think it's really complicated. But I really want to download that and play again because I think it'd be super fun. Love Lego Universe, though. Oh, yeah, the Lego F1 stuff. That stuff is pretty sick. I'm honestly not a big car person, but I think they've done some really cool stuff with a lot of the F1. This is crazy. This is like a weird chair thing to do. And, yeah, the CMO, I have one right here. The little, like, race cars. I only wanted the purple one because I like purple. So, we got the purple F1 CMF here. I was like, I don't really like cars as much. I don't get a lot of car stuff, but I do like the purple, so I got the purple one. Oh, yep. So you see a lot of commercials on the live TV then. That makes sense. I sometimes do. I watch a little bit here and there. Honestly, now mostly I watch streaming stuff and YouTube. To be honest, most of what I watch is on YouTube, but... Oh, that was the wrong bin. But yeah. Yeah. This is... We're going into some, like, deep Lego nostalgia here on chat today, which is pretty fun. It's not often you get to reminisce about the good old Lego days. That's true. That's a good point now. That we have, like, there's a focus on, like, actors and stuff, and, like, the less the set itself, but more the people playing with the set. I see that. So that's, like, it does feel, and it does feel very different. Like, it's a completely different style, and I do miss that, like, nostalgia of just, like, watching the set get put together, all of that stuff. It was really fun. Let me see it. Let me spell. Hello, Gundamine. I think that's how you say it. I'm assuming it's a Gundam play on words. How do I sort them? We have 4 bins. So this is tiles and tile adjacent. This is plates. This one is bricks, and this one is, like, slope pieces. This is the initial sort. So this is going to be a lifelong process. This is the initial 4-stage sort. These all go into bigger bins, and then after that, I'll start narrowing it down. So once I've sorted my entire collection out into plates, slopes, tiles, and bricks, I'm going to go through everything and then resort it again, and we're just going to get more and more sorted as time goes until eventually it's a fully sorted by piece Lego collection, which is going to take 50 years, but we'll eventually get there. So that's how we're doing it now. We got, like, the 4 steps. And then we will eventually get towards having a fully, entirely sorted Lego collection. Nowadays, yeah, city commercials, they are, oh yeah, they have, like, that city no limits stuff going on. I see what you're talking about. Games similar to Lego Universe, when you got a CMF blind bag figure, you could scan a barcode. I think I remember what you're talking about. There was, like, that, it's, like, vaguely scratching the back of my mind, that, like, the CMF scan game where you could put the minifigs in there. Yeah, and it was, like, kind of like Skylanders adjacent-ish, kind of. And then they did, like, Lego Dimensions, obviously, which was awesome. Big Lego Dimensions fan. I wish we got more from that. Thank you so much, Harry, for stopping by. No worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out, stopping by. I hope to see you in another stream here. It has been great having you. And we'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by. That's fair. The F1 cars, I feel like it's like they have this very, like, collect them all mentality with those two, and they're pretty cool. Like, I do think the sets are cool. I can't buy all 10. But there's so many stickers. There's, like, too many. I feel like each of those sets has, like, 1 million stickers on them. And for what? I know it's because it's all, like, one-off stickers and you can't print that many things and blah, blah, blah. But It's so many for all those different brands and things. I also love that the Red Bull car is technically 18 plus because they can't market an energy drink to kids. So it's an 18 plus set, even though it's like the same as all the other ones that are like 14 plus. Yes, hello Procrastinators, thank you. We're finally live again. We're back. I took Thursday off because I was working a lot. I filmed so much stuff for Burke, which is coming out Saturday. Saturday we have more Burke live, so that is exciting. That will be here soon. So be ready. I'm very excited for you to see it on Saturday. Nice. Is that like a goodbye XD? How you would say it in Ukrainian? To be honest, I am very single lingual. I would love to learn more languages, but my attention span is really low sometimes, so it's hard for me to get. This is crazy. This is like a weird propeller. So someday I'll learn some more languages. I can kind of say some words in Spanish and French, but I don't know a lot of other languages. I don't have a good way to show everything I have to sort. I will just say, like, if I hold up this box, in the back, you can kind of see it. This is like one bin, and it's like a big one, and there's like 2 of these to go. So there's a lot of bricks to go through, from like garage sale hauls and my collection and taking sets apart. There's just tons and tons of bricks to go through, but we will get there. One day we will. Yes, I did see that How to Train Your Dragon was in productions for Dimensions and like Shrek and stuff and a bunch of DreamWorks properties. And when it got canceled, like when I found out after that How to Train Your Dragon had been part of like what was going to be planned, I was so mad. How to Train Your Dragon is like a dream, has been like a dream theme of mine for years, and I'm so glad Lego is finally making it. I know there's been like other brick-based sets, but I didn't like them very much, and like I don't like the Playmobil ones, so I was so sad that like that was going to be part of it and they canceled it. But we finally have a How to Train Your Dragon set, and I'm just hoping this one does well so we get more. I think the set's okay. I like it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy multiple copies, honestly, probably. And hopefully we'll get more sets after that. That is my hope and dream for the How to Train Your Dragon franchise in Lego. Oh, you like applying Lego stickers? That is an unpopular opinion, but a good one to have, honestly. If you like applying Lego stickers, then you are not going to face any problems in your Lego journey. It's going to be a lot easier. I do think, to be honest, I think most of like this sticker complaint in the Lego community is a little inflated. Do I think there should be less stickers? Yes. Do I think people get really worked up about stickers? Also, yes. But I'm glad you like putting them on, because that means it's probably a lot easier for you to get over like the sticker barrier for stuff. Did you? And yeah, using the brick separator, like that technique to like apply stickers, I do really love that technique. Honestly, I just keep forgetting it's a thing because I'm so used to not using it, and I'm stubborn, and so I just like keep forgetting to do it. But I need to like get more into using the brick separator because it works so well. It like honestly is shocking how good that works to put stickers on. It's a really great technique. Thank you for the luck. There is a lot to sort. That's why this is gonna take like 50 years of my life. But here's a carrot. When it's done, I will be very satisfied and happy. It's just gonna take a long time to do that. I'm gonna be so old. I put the sticker on a thin blade. Oh yeah, like an X-Acto knife. That's, I think, like similar to how like the brick separator works. It's just like a nice way to like align it better. I got thick thumbs, so I always use my thumbs and I misalign it every time because I put my thumb in the wrong spot. But I should really start using a brick separator more. Yes, the Lego Classic set, just to get some more, because the with like all the bricks and stuff, the Classic sets, there's some really good ones. There's a dinosaur one right now that I kind of want to get. Honestly, that money should probably be going towards Jurassic World, just because those sets are crazy expensive. But I do think the little dinosaur one's really cute. And Classic does some really... I'm putting these in the wrong bin. Classic does some really, really good stuff. There's some fun, especially for, like, just getting pieces. I feel like Classic sometimes has some of the best piece selections you can get. Yeah, using the X-Acto knife is a great... That's a good sticker way. I feel like you've told me that before. That is a great sticker method, though. That's true. The Playmobil ones did actually kind of look like Toothless. That's fair. I think, for me, I just never got Playmobil that much as a kid. I think my sister had, like, one thing. But we really mostly did, like, Lego and, like, other things like that. So we didn't get as much Playmobil stuff. So that's probably why I don't like it as much. The Lego set, I think I'm kind of gaslighting myself a little bit to like, so that I buy it, so that they can make more. I do like it, though. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's cute. This has, like, Lego Mindstorm's, like, super messed up sticker on it. That's crazy. But that says Mindstorms. That's cool. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I do like the set. I don't love the set, though. I think that's the main distinction for me. I wish it was minifigure scale. Hey, Tuvalant, maybe. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Did you... What, and microwave oven, welcome to the stream as well. What about Technic pieces? Okay, Technic pieces, here's the thing. I need to put them in a separate bin. I don't have the separate bin. Like, little pins and stuff, like the little pins, these all I do have a bin for, so I'm separating those to the side. I have, like, Michael's bead storage thingies that I store those in. But, like, the bigger Technic pieces, I need to have a different system for. I'm going to get, like, a bigger bin for those as well, but I just don't have that big bin yet. So those are going to go in, like, a pieces I don't know what to do with yet bin. And eventually those Technic will also get sorted out, because I do need to have those separated. Like, Technic bricks and stuff, though, are just going in the bricks bin. Technic stuff like that goes into these, but I don't have, like, a Technic bin yet. I do need to get one of those, though. Boxes. Oh, moldy Lego boxes? Yeah, you might have to go and clean those. I found just some soap, some water, warm water, some soap. Did you? Thank you so much, Metal Tech, for popping in. I appreciate it on the TikTok. I'm dual streaming right now, too. I feel like I'm neglecting the TikTok side. Sorry about that, everyone. We got a lot of chatters today, though. Thanks for everyone for stopping by. Yeah, there's a good feeling those might never get sorted if they're moldy, but some warm water, some soap. Might need a little more for that, though, if they're moldy, but, you know, maybe one day. Maybe you can find someone who just really loves cleaning stuff and hire them to clean it. Hey, GB Models, welcome to the stream. Well, from Australia. Welcome from Australia. I am doing pretty well. I hope you're having a good day as well. I've always wanted to visit Australia. I have not yet, but it seems like a very cool place. And, yeah, I've always wanted to visit there one day. It sounds cool. Some Lego Classic. Oh, yeah. Have the... Sorry, I got lost. Yeah, Classic, some City, some Friends. That stuff is all good. And I feel like, too, with Classic, you can use Classic to, like, extend City and Friends. So, like, if you have City, you have Friends, you can extend your, City stuff with those Classic bricks and things, which is a good way to do it, too. Like, all of these bricks are just going to go to extend my Burke stuff and the Minecraft Farlands mock that I'm going to be working on after Burke. I'm really excited for that one. I was, like, getting really excited earlier, so I cannot wait to get started on that. We'll probably get a first episode here midsummer, and then we'll really start working on that in the fall. Lego Classics age 99 plus. What happens when you're 100? Then, when you're 100, I guess it's time for Mega Bloks. Or you just break the rules a little bit and you play with the Lego anyway. A little bit of a rebellious period at the young age of 100. How is Alf doing? Luffy, you'll be happy to know Alf is doing great. Alf got a mention in the most recent video. Alf is doing wonderful, and Alf is very happy over here on Burke. Oh, I did break. Here we go. I'm grabbing Alf right now. Alf has a bit of an upgrade now. Alf has some horns. So Alf doesn't look like Alf. Alf looks like a real dragon. But Alf is doing great. Alf is here on Burke. Having a great time. And I did leave the Jar Jar Binks Easter eggs in there as well as like a tapestry. So, in that, when the mock comes out, you will know what happened on stream there, that there's a weird Jar Jar Binks. Dino Hunters, as you can see, me as well. I just put this in the sorted bin. There was obviously a Dino Hunter set in this bin somewhere. I loved those sets. And I get a little hit of like Dino Hunters nostalgia every time I buy a Jurassic Park set now, because I just love the Lego dinosaurs, and those Dino Hunter sets were crazy. Those were really good sets. I would love for Lego to do some more stuff like that, unless like more dinosaur stuff that's more than just Jurassic World. Yeah, welcome everyone to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. So many new people. Thank you all for coming in, chatting. I appreciate it. At age 100, whew, that is a, you know, it's hard. It's hard when you're age 100. Sometimes yeah, pieces get, it's harder to like, I don't know if I don't do this as much because of brick separators now, but I used to like use my teeth to separate pieces, which is really bad for my teeth and really bad for the pieces. I don't know why I did it, but it was easier than grabbing the old brick separators because they didn't work as well as like these new. These ones are so much nicer. These work way better. So I used to use my teeth, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta bite it off. But yeah, when you're 100, you gotta be a little rebellious and build the Lego set anyway. When you're over 99, you gotta find your inner rebel without a cause. I don't know if anyone's watched that movie. I watched it for film school, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. I'm not into that kind of movie as much though, so don't get me wrong, I did like it, but it's not like my favorite movie out there. But yeah, when you gotta embrace your inner rebel without a cause. It's fate. It's like a cycle at that point. Oh, happy birthday. Oh, I see. Are you right? Australia. Sorry, I got so confused there for a second. Public holiday. Ooh, public holiday is nice. That's really nice actually. Gets a little time off. What model are you working on there? Thank you. I am also very excited for the Farlands mock, Nadat. I think that one's going to be really fun, and I'm excited for everyone to see that one. It's going to be quite cool, I think. Alf did get an upgrade. Alf got a little boost there. I felt Alf needed to look a little more dragon-like for the build, but not too dragon-like. Alf needed to keep some of that Alf charm. This thing is weird. This is like a really neon yellow grate. Do you remember the Mega Constructs How to Train Dragons? Yes, I do remember those ones. I did not get any of those. Honestly, this is really pretentious of me, but I was like, it's not Lego, so I'm not buying it, because I really wanted Lego to have the How to Train Your Dragon IP, and I'd like submitted stuff to Lego Ideas multiple times to get that made, and it just never happened. That's just really pretentious of me, but that's why I didn't buy the Mega Constructs Ionic sets. I'm well aware that it was just like really pretentious. I'm not gonna buy those because they're not Lego things, but I didn't get any of them. I'm glad Lego finally has the license for How to Train Your Dragon. I am thinking there might be something where they can't do minifigures, kind of like how I think Mario, they can't do minifigures, because I'm sure there's some licensing thing with Nintendo where like, because someone else does like figure stuff, Lego can't do it. I don't know if that's real, but that's my guess. That's kind of my assumption with How to Train Your Dragon, since we didn't get a minifigure, and I'm just going to think that until we get proved otherwise and get a minifigure. I assume there's something licensing-wise right now that makes it so they can't do a fig. But I hope that changes soon, and we can do like, we can get like Hiccup and Astrid and Stoic and all those guys. Australia, I'm working. Ooh, the 911, nice. That's the G2 with the, yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm not a huge car guy, but I respect the car grind. That sounds really cool though. Those, like, some of those model kits are so detailed too. They look really good. I like even just the Lego ones. Like, they do a really good job with those cars. I know we had a Porsche 911 Lego set a while back. That one was really popular, I think. That one did good. Lego just kind of does a great job with their cars a lot of the time. No, but one Christmas, every Lego ship box actually... So sad, yeah. Oh, does the McFarlane, like, brick brand has the Steven Universe license? That is kind of sad. I feel like Steven Universe would play really well with Lego too. Especially with, like... We were talking about how good Lego Friends sets are earlier. Lego Friends has such a great color palette. I feel like that palette would translate really well to Steven Universe. I haven't seen it. My girlfriend's been telling me to watch it for, like, over a year now. So I should probably watch it. But she thinks it's really good. And I do really... That one's, like, on my list. That one along with, like, Adventure Time. I need to watch both of those. Yeah. I don't, like... Some of, like, Mega Bloks sets themselves, I don't think are that bad. Like... Some of their Pokemon stuff I like. I just don't really get it because I mean, these are all Mega Bloks. Mostly from like bulk hauls and stuff where they're not all Lego in the bins. So these are all Mega, but like I just like the Lego plastic better. So I normally just get Lego sets. Instead of the other brands. So I don't get as much like Mega Constructs or those ones. I mostly just stick to Lego. Just because I like the Lego plastic better. Usually, especially for like building mocks and stuff, this stuff like Lego plastic I feel like just clicks together better for the actual like projects that I work on than the Mega stuff does. Sometimes I'll occasionally, like, if I need structure, some of the Mega stuff will go in the middle on accident, but usually I just like the Lego bricks better. I do some Lego myself on the YouTube channel, but I mostly mainly do... Oh yeah, so you're mostly like model stuff, yeah. And, like, ooh, the planes. Planes and stuff sound cool. Like, hot rods, F1. Lego got a big F1 push right now, if you're into F1 stuff. Like, half of their sets right now are F1, it feels like, which is crazy. There's so many F1 cars. The McFarlane... Yeah, I have not seen these McFarlane FNAF ones. Oh, no, never mind. I have. I've seen those ones. I know what we're talking about now. I see a lot of people wanting, like, official Lego FNAF sets. I don't know if FNAF is a theme that Lego would tackle, honestly, but it could be fun. I know there's some cool custom minifigs out there. I have never played the games. I did watch the movie, though. I'm not a big horror movie fan, and it kind of scared me, because I'm kind of a baby when it comes to horror movies. But it was pretty fun. I like Josh Hutcherson, so... But yeah, those sets are kind of cool too. Even though, like, sometimes the plastic's a little on the iffy side. Where are we? They felt like toenails. That man, that is rough. That's the plastic. How the plastic feels. That is pretty rough there. I feel like a lot of the other brick-based like companies just don't have like. Obviously, Lego has this patent on their plastic and stuff, right? And I feel like their connection mechanisms, I feel like a lot of the other companies just haven't figured out a plastic that can match Lego's plastic as far as, like, quality and stuff. From my experience, at least. Yes, Mega Constructs did, because we got Lego Pokemon, right? I have a feeling that that's also going to be like a licensing thing where they'll both be able to make them, is kind of my guess. We will see if that's actually what happens. I wonder if there's some weird, like, Lego can make certain types of sets and Mega Constructs can make other types of sets. I have to do, like, a weird, like, puzzle thing. Ah, there we go. Okay. That was interesting. TikTok, like, tried to kick me out. Anyway, I'm live streaming on this for the first time, so I have no idea what's happening here. Sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, you have a variety of bricks there at the school. I think it's like there's something about, like, the Lego plastic. It's just better. Like, whatever plastic they use, however they do it, it just feels better and like high. Even when you like just touch the brick, it feels higher quality than other like products. Oh, hey Ace Tito, how's it going? I also am a little frightened. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Welcome back. I'm also a little frightened about the Pokemon stuff. I'm hesitant, especially after the Toothless announcement. I'm a little hesitant on that, but hesitant but hopeful would be my thoughts on it. Hesitant but hopeful. I just got Lego Star Wars Venator with the lights. Ooh, with the lights? And then the big F1. Yeah. I love that we have, like, official, like, Red Bull, like, stuff in Lego 2 now. It's so funny to me. But, yeah, the Venator, sick. With lights, that's going to be awesome. I guess you're over in Australia. Isn't that where Light My Bricks is based? It's probably a lot cheaper to have Light My Bricks ship there than it is to ship here to the U.S. Usually when I order Light My Bricks, it's, like, at least $20 shipping depending on what I'm getting. And I do need to order some more stuff, but I love their product. Light My Bricks is great, so I do want to get more Light My Brick stuff for the next part of Burke. Speaking of Mega Blocks, underneath this is just a nice Mega Plate. But yeah, you feel the plastic. It just like doesn't feel as high quality, I guess. I have a bin that's like other Mega stuff that I find through the sorting process, so that the Mega stuff I'm not putting with the Lego. I'm keeping it off to the side. So if I do ever need it, it's there. And I might donate some of that too. Because I probably am not going to use the Mega stuff as much. But I know someone out there probably will. So I might donate some of the Mega Construct stuff I find. Or Mega Blocks. Lego at one point was attempting to make pieces out of bamboo. Yes! The plant pieces, I know they stopped doing that, which is kind of sad. But they did a whole, like, push with the plant pieces. And I remember, like, they had a gift with purchase. There was a little box. I have it. I tried to get 2, but by the time I tried to get the second one, they were out. But I have it sealed still somewhere. I should have opened it. Now, I don't know if it's worth anything, but I have the little gift with purchase that was just, like, the first wave of plant-made, plant-based plant elements. I'm sad they're not doing that anymore. I wish they were, but I am glad that they're at least trying. I think they said they're looking for other alternatives there. I'm glad they're trying to, like, do some environmentally friendly stuff with their bricks because, like, I mean, let's be honest, they're making a bunch of plastic and putting it out into the world. So it's not the most environmentally friendly thing. So I'm glad that the Lego group tries to counter that by trying to find other ways to make the bricks and other, like, eco-friendly initiatives. Like, I'm glad they're doing that because it's very important to help combat climate change. So I'm glad that I'm glad that the Lego group is a company that is conscious of that and they're looking at ways to help the environment. Yeah, it was a really cool gift with purchase. Like, I tried to go back. I remember there's 2 Lego stores in my area, and I remember I ordered online for the first batch. Here's like a Ninjago, nice Ninjago Snake Eyes. I ordered the first one online and got it, and then I tried to go to one of the Lego stores, and they were out by the time I got there. I think it was a couple days after the gift with purchase launched. I don't think they had a lot of those because they ran out pretty quick. But I went and grabbed that one, and then I called the other one, and they were also out. So I did not get a second one because I really don't think they made that many. This is weird. This is in green. I feel like I don't see this in green very often. This is normally like brown, black, gray. I honestly, Acito, it kind of just happens. So part of it is I'm a big nerd, and sometimes if there's not a lot of chat going on, I will just start like talking about things that I like or like movies I've seen recently, and usually that will stem into something else in the lives, and that's what I'll talk about that day. Today though, thank you everyone so much for the support. There's been so much chatting, which has been really cool. This has probably been my best live stream so far. lots of people chatting and talking, so that makes it easy because then there's lots of you guys talking, and I can just jump off of what everyone else is saying. Lego Snorlax Neta would be wonderful. I think he'd be adorable, especially if he's like kind of bigger. Like okay, the Toothless Lego set, but it's Snorlax, and instead of like the head being big and the body being small, the body's big and the head's small. That's all they got to do. Make it $50. Perfect. Easy Snorlax set. I would buy it immediately. What kind of themes does anyone want to see? That is a great question. Is there any other theme out there? Thank you, Luffy, that anyone wants to see. For me, I got How to Train Your Dragon. That is my dream theme. So I got How to Train Your Dragon and Pokemon this year. Those were the two things that I've been wanting the most out of Lego. How to Train Your Dragon and Pokemon. And they're both coming out this year. So I guess Pokemon's coming out next year. Pokemon's coming out 2026. It was announced this year, though. So I am doing well as a Lego fan. I have a lot of the themes I've wanted. Oh, Lego based on Walking Dead or Last of Us? Last of Us would be really cool. I loved Last of Us. I am still watching Season 2. I have not gotten very far yet. I'm very behind, honestly. But it's a really good show. I'm a big fan. So that'd be a really cool Lego set. I feel like those zombies would be sick. I would love to see some of those, like, minifigures. Just watch Mission Impossible for the third time? Yeah. Oh, that's like the stunt spikes and stuff for Mission Impossible. That would be pretty cool. Did you know about the original, the actual Mission Impossible? I'm sure you do. The Dimension set? Because there is technically an official Ethan Hunt minifigure. I think you know about it, but yeah, that one's cool. I wish I got that one. I didn't. I should have, though. Star Wars mystery figures would be great. I would love to see a collectible minifigure series for Star Wars. I would get so many. I feel like with those two, I feel like there's got to be a licensing thing going on with those. I feel like for Star Wars, there's something happening where they... Ooh, here's part of a shark. I feel like Star Wars, they have something... There must be something licensing-wise that hasn't let them do a CMF yet, because we've had some for Marvel now. So they're doing other IPs, and they've done, like, Harry Potter and stuff, so... I'm sure there's something going on licensing-wise, but I would love to see a Lego Star Wars CMF. That's like that's a dream CMF for me. Yes, I agree with Nat there. Like, if you've seen the rest of them, it is really, really fun. I think it's a really fun conclusion. It's definitely not my favorite Mission Impossible movie, especially like after I sat on it for a while thinking about it. It's not the best one, like, by far, but it is a really good conclusion. Like, the franchise has been going on for, what, like 30 years? It's an old franchise. Like, it's older than me, and it coming to an end was really, like, really cool. There's, like, a lot of really cool stuff. You do have to get the Dimensions Ethan Hunt. It's probably really expensive now, but you got it. You eventually. Maybe one day. And maybe one day... there'll be a Lego Icons, like, nostalgia grab set that is a Mission Impossible set in 20 years. Who knows? Maybe we'll get one of those, because they do love to do those. That's what I'm hoping. I'm really hoping for How to Train Your Dragon Luffy. I'm hoping this set is, like, the test to see if it'll sell. And then I'm hoping everyone goes out and buys one. And then I'm hoping we'll get a full theme of How to Train Your Dragon sets. Because that's, like, the real dream. I want a full wave. I want rideable dragons. I want all the dragons, all the minifigs. I want it based on the movies, based on the series, based on the books. I want everything. We'll see if that actually happens. But that is kind of my hope, is that this one set will stem into a bigger theme in general. Hey, no worries, Copper. Welcome to the stream. No worries. Never a requirement to be at stream. We're always just here for fun. So thank you for stopping by, though. I appreciate it. Guests sound good, though. It's always good to have some fun with some friends over. Friends or family, I guess. I was supposed to have family over this weekend, but it didn't happen. Ooh, they had to do something else. Yeah, that's I think my guess is if this set does well, I'm assuming we'll see a theme, like a bigger theme, either next year or whenever they. I don't remember if the live action Dragon 2 remake is coming out 2026. I think it's 2027. If Toothless does well, though, I wouldn't be surprised if we got, like, Toothless this year, and then at the end of 2026, a wave of How to Train Your Dragon sets from the first movie, and then at the beginning of 2027, a second wave from How to Train Your Dragon 2 to line up with the movie. Yes, you should watch Dead Reckoning before Final Reckoning. The first one and Final and Dead Reckoning are the most important for Dead Reckoning, I think, for Mission Impossible. I would agree with that statement. That's a good point. I would love if they brought back Avatar. I'm honestly surprised that they haven't brought back Last Airbender, with the live action. I'm not a fan of the Netflix live action remake. I think the original show is just way better. But I am surprised they didn't bring back a theme with those sets. I think maybe they just didn't want to because they were like, well, it failed the first time. But Avatar Last Airbender sets would be really cool. I know there's a lot of people that make some really, really great Last Airbender custom stuff out there too. So, especially now, those figures are so expensive. I like Aang. To get Aang, I was at Bricks and Wheels the other day. To get Aang, he was like $60, and I was like, man, I'm not paying $60 for Aang. They're kind of weird looking minifigures from back in the day anyway. So they're a little expensive now. Oh, you know, it's okay. Writing is like what I want to do in life. It is like something that I love. I'm working on writing a book, and I'm so bad grammatically, it's not even funny. So like, I get you. Grammar is not my strong suit when I'm like writing or anything, so I am always using the wrong conjugations of things. So I feel you there. That's a brick. Could you? Yes, I agree. Like, we need the training ring with at least 2 dragons, and then a Viking boat would be sick. I'll pull it out. This is the one for Burke. My sister helped me make the sail. I love this thing. She helped me, like, it looks so good. She did such a good job with the sail. I am really happy with how it turned out. So check out my sister's YouTube channel. She makes music. It's in my like featured channels. But yeah, really sweet. I love what she did with this thing. But yeah, I do want an official Lego Viking set, because then we can have like an official sale. And I bet it would come with some sick minifigures. I would love to see more minifigs in there too. I really just want the How to Train Your Dragon team for the minifigures. I can build the dragons myself. I'll do it. I don't want to do it for all of them, but I'll do it. I want the minifigs though. I want official How to Train Your Dragon minifigures. That is the important part for me. Where are we? But then yeah, in a village, like a village set for Burke. I'm thinking Ewok Village. I think that's too much. I think Ewok Village is too much. I'm thinking dial it back. So maybe like $100 Viking Village set, kind of like the One Piece Arlong Park set. Maybe like that. I would say would be like a good size for a Viking Village. Or like 2 separate like sets that are 2 different houses that you can put together, like a blacksmith and then like the chief's home. I think those would be good too. Lego is 2 years ahead of us. Sets released this year, already designed 2023, so they could have already designed. Yes, that's very true. They could already have a full wave of How to Train Your Dragon sets ready to go, and we would know nothing about it, just because that's the production pipeline takes a long time. Like it takes a long time to do this stuff, so we could already have the sets and we just don't know it yet. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. I am very happy with how the boat turned out. I liked the boat I designed, and I was like, this looks pretty good. And then once my sister helped me with that sale, I was like, okay, like this looks good. Like she did a great job. We like cut the fabric and hemmed it, and then we like traced the logo, like the toothless logo for How to Train Your Dragon, and she colored in with like a paint pen. It looks really good. She did a great job, and the sale really brought it together. We got 3 sets based on How to Train Your Dragon shows. What would I want? Ooh, based on shows and okay, shows and movies. I'd want obviously. Wow, I'm blanking on it. Their Lookout, the Edge something from Race to the Edge. They're like headquarters in Race to the Edge. Obviously, I want that one as a set. I would want the Whispering Death in a set somewhere. I think that would be another one where I don't think I necessarily care what the set is, just that it has a Whispering Death in it. Because I'm thinking of this like old Lego Atlantis set where they had like this like serpent thing that had a tail, and if they applied that to a Whispering Death, it would look so cool, like in white. It looks so good. So that would be like another thing, just as long as we get a Whispering Death. And then maybe like I'd probably just want another set that has like a Vigo, like something like that. I think again, like mostly I don't necessarily care what the sets are necessarily from like the shows and stuff too. I really just want the dragons and the characters. So like some nature sequences maybe, or like even if they just made a wave of like sets that are range from $25 to $50 and it's a dragon with a little tiny nature build and then it's a couple minifigures, that would be great for me too. Like that's what I really want, I think. Thank you, Luffy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Short went live today and it has the boat in there. So boat is out there. And the boat has some prominent shots in the finale coming out on Saturday. So that'll be exciting too. I am going to have to wrap the stream up soon because I feel my voice. I'm not used to talking this much on these, so my voice is starting to go. Burke Village UCS set, $400. Immediate buy. I would, if it's pre-ordered, I pre-order it. If it was coming out, I would be lined up at 5 a.m. at the Lego store, ready to get it. I am, honestly, any price. For a Burke UCS, with like some dragons and stuff, Lego could charge me literally whatever they want, and I would be there to buy it. Whatever the price, I will show up. For anything How to Train Your Dragon, honestly. But a Burke UCS, yeah, that would get me into the store for sure. A village set of Burke with land speeders. That's perfect. Bring the Ewok village into Burke, the hybrid. It's just like an Easter egg. I love putting like little Easter eggs in my builds that are not at all canon, but like putting like Star Wars stuff in there. It'd be kind of like that, putting a speeder in there. Yeah, Ewok Village did cost like $250 back then. It goes for way more now. But they could do a lot with like Ewok Village size set with Burke stuff. Honestly too, I would be fine if they like scaled back on the actual houses and just focused on the dragons. Again, like the dragons are what I'm really looking for with How to Train Your Dragon. So the more like dragons we get, the happier I am. You can scale back the houses fine, and we'll just have the dragons. I am totally okay with that. Because the dragons are the coolest part anyway. So, although if we did get sets and we got like stuff from Race to the Edge, I would want like their big headquarters. I'd want that one to be a big set. UCS, what's it called? I'm forgetting what their headquarters is called in Race to the Edge, but like UCS of that would also be really cool. Yeah, Ewok Village back in the day, it was a good set. I wish I got that one. I did not. And I'm regretting it now because now it's like way too expensive to even think about buying currently. But man, that one was a good set. These are like little tarts. We got little tarts on there. And the Super Star Destroyer, yeah, that one too. I loved that set. I never got that one. Again, I'm regretting it because now that thing goes for like $1,000 or whatever. But that was a really cool set too. Maybe one day we'll get a remake of the Super Star Destroyer like we got the Star Destroyer. UCS2 Super Star Destroyer. $500, yeah. That one was a big one. That wasn't an expensive set, but it's huge and it's cool. Oh my gosh, the new Ninjago ones, the Legends ones with How to Train Your Dragon. That would be the perfect set theme. Ninjago Legends with How to Train Your Dragon is everything I've wanted with the theme. Sick dragons, really cool builds, nice like display pieces. Ooh, got a good like giant red death maybe with Toothless, or like dioramas too, like when they like do the hand thing, do a diorama of the hand thing. That would be cool. There's so much potential with the How to Train Your Dragon theme. Lego just needs to harness it. They should pop in here and we'll give them a bunch of ideas to make sets out of. Oh, sold the Ewok Village. That's fair. I mean, probably a good sale on that one. But I do with Lego's obsession with making original trilogy sets, Copper, I do have a feeling we'll get something like the Ewok Village again, especially with how much people love that one. It's bound to come back again at some point. In some form that's not just like a 4+ juniors like set, you know? It's bound to come back at some point. We just have to be very patient until it does. That's honestly the hardest part sometimes, waiting for Lego to make the sets. 1.4K for the Superstar Destroyer? That's crazy. Is that used or new? Or sealed? Sealed. There, you said it right after. Yeah. Sealed. That's crazy. That is so expensive. I could not. That could get you the entire rumored UCS Death Star set coming out this year, and another UCS set in like with the modern sets. That is crazy. Wow. Some of those set resale values get crazy. Like there's a reason these days they say buying Lego is like investing in gold. Yes, thank you, Copper. Thanks, and yeah, thank you everyone for being here today. It's been a crazy stream. There's been so many people here hanging out, and I have had a great time, and I appreciate that a lot. Like, you guys have helped a whole ton today, giving me lots to talk about. So thank you. Ninjago flopped. I know we got Ninjago's main enemy here today. You know, there though. Like I said, Ninjago's not for everyone. I do those legend sets, man. I'm so interested to like watch this Ninjago legend show though, and see how crazy it is, because it looks like it's like Ninjago, but The Last Ronin TMNT is like made for like an adult audience. I'm sure it's definitely gonna be like accessible to kids still, but it looks sick. Cover, build the whole model in studio. Everyone can get a piece. Good luck. Okay, here's something. Speaking of like building things in studio, I do have a question. Does anyone know how like all of these like on YouTube you see I built a clone base using 100,000 Lego pieces? How do you know how many pieces you put in a set? Or in like a build. I couldn't even estimate to you how many pieces are in Burke right now, except for the dragons. I know there's 600 pieces in Stormfly and Toothless because I built them in studio. The rest of this, I have no idea how to even estimate that, and I'm always in awe of people who know the amount of pieces that go into their builds. Maybe they do build the whole thing in studio, like you said, Copper, because that would be crazy. Okay, I agree. Cole's better than Jay. Cole is the second best ninja. I am personally a Zane person. I love Zane. Cole is sick. And then Kai, also love Kai. Kai was like my childhood. I was like, you know, Kai's going to be the Green Ninja, and then he wasn't, so I was really upset. Kai is sick, though. That's why I'm excited for Ninjago Legends. I have not tried the Rise of Burke. Well, I haven't tried it since the last stream. I know I've played it before, though. As I was thinking about it, I remember playing it. I know it's on my phone. I think it's technically offloaded, like put into the cloud, but I know I played it before. I do need to put it back, to pick it back up and start playing again, because it is, I remember it being fun. I need to lock back in. I bet they have some cool like promotions for the new movie too, now that I'm thinking about it. So gotta check those out. But yeah, since the last stream I have not played it, but I do, as I was thinking about it, I definitely have played it before. I just need to load it back up. I think just assume... Oh, just assume... That's fair. I mean, I could probably guess... That's the thing. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm always like... They're like, wow. Maybe, too, they, like, have an estimate. They go up a little bit, too, because, like, you know, clickbait. It's easier to say, like... It's easier to say 100,000 pieces than 87,000 pieces, you know? So, I'd say there's probably... I'm looking at Burke right now. It's right here. Got at least... I feel like 50,000 is a very low amount of pieces, but I feel like there's at least 50,000 pieces in this. I know Studio definitely gives you a count. That's right, Copper, and that's how I know like Toothless and Stormfly. I know their accounts, but like if I put all of this in there, it tell me the exact amount. But like just thinking, like looking at it, they just have like a good estimation sense maybe, because I don't know how else like. There's no way they're like sitting there counting each piece as they build, you know? So there's got to be a different way they're doing it. Overlord greater than all the ninja. Yes, sir, Robotic Doom. I had a feeling you were going to say that, actually. I was like, if he's in chat, he's going to say something about the Overlord. The Overlord was a crucial part of our childhood lore. The Overlord transcended just Ninjago and made his way into the Bionicle world. Like, the Overlord was very important. So yeah, we got a big Overlord fan in Robotic Doom here. Which, Overlord, one of the coolest villains. Dare I say, not just in Ninjago, dare I say, in media. That might be a little far. No, I'm gonna say it. The Overlord is sick. If the Santa said his 10, the Island of Berg is worth 20,000. You know, I didn't think about it that way. If you were to order it. Wow. Thinking about it that way, maybe we bring it out like 25K, you know? It doesn't look like it would be worth that much piece-wise, you know? Like, when I look at it, it doesn't look like the amount of pieces that would be in that. But who knows? I don't, obviously, because I don't know how many pieces are in there. But maybe let's go with 25K for now, and I'll do some thinking, and I'll think about how many pieces are actually in there later. So, for the yeah, 20K, that's crazy. I agree. Wow. That's a crazy price per piece right there. Expansion though, technically no, not currently, except for on the underside. When it comes to this Saturday, you're going to see we only have this like outside part done. There's a whole interior part of the mock that isn't going to be done until the end of September. I'm going to build the hidden world under there, so it's going to be like the amber stone thing that Toothless and the Light Fury sit on. There'll be that, and then like some other dragons and stuff down there. It's going to be motorized, lit up. That's the main expansion. Plus, I'm going to build the Wildebeest, so it'll be like How to Train Your Dragon 2 on top, and there will be ice spikes. That's the main expansion. This model is kind of designed, though, where if I wanted to, I could take off the border wall on the bottom and keep going out. So, I don't know if it'll necessarily get expanded at first. I do know I'm going to keep working on How to Train Your Dragon stuff after this model is done. Oh, what about the tariffs? Yeah, 30K. Yep. With free shipping. Yeah, exactly, Copper. With free shipping. And, you know, you got to throw in a gift with purchase. That's what Toothless is for. You get the Toothless build, I guess, with your gift with... That's your gift with purchase. Comes with the whole Isle of Berk set. With the tariffs, though, 30,000. Absolutely. Hello, Outside the Box. Welcome back. It is going to be lit up. I'm going to light my bricks. We were talking about light my bricks earlier. I'm going to use their lights for the inside. Lego boost motors to make some dragons fly around down there, and then build the hidden world. So very colorful, lots of like rock crystalline structures. That's the main expansion to Berk. And then after that part, Burke is going to get the Bewilderbeast Ice Spikes. That'll be the end of this Burke mock for now. Then I'm going to start working more on like the Minecraft Farlands one. And then, if with this How to Train Your Dragon stuff doing pretty well, I'm going to revisit it later. While I'm building the Minecraft mock, though, I'm going to keep working on dragons. So, we're only going to have, like, really the 5 main dragons for this mock when it's done. I'm working on Zibbleback, Gronkle, Monstrous Nightmare, stuff like that. I want to keep making dragons. I want to do eventually every dragon from the franchise. So, that's the goal. While I'm working on like the Minecraft Farlands mock 2, we're going to work on tons of the dragons too. So eventually every single dragon is going to get made. And then maybe once we have more of those, I do one day want to build the what is it? Again, I'm blanking on what it's actually called, but the headquarters in Race to the Edge. I want to build that in Lego at some point. That one I think is way down the line because I want that to be way bigger, and I just don't have the space to build something like that yet. But eventually we'll work on that, probably alongside some other Minecraft stuff. Yeah. Don't forget this. Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Likes are appreciated. And everyone who's been here, thank you again so much. This has been crazy. So much chatting, so much talking. I'm having a great time. Lego Ice Age or Shrek? Okay. Ice Age, I would have to get those sets for my sister. She loves Scrat. Like, especially when we were kids, loved the little freaky squirrel. So I would have to get her the Ice Age sets. And I do, part of me thinks, I feel like Shrek's gotta come out at some point. Especially now, like, we got DreamWorks partnership with Gabby's Dollhouse and now How to Train Your Dragon. I feel like Shrek has to eventually come out. I'm wondering if maybe with Shrek 5. But people have been asking for Lego Shrek for years. I feel like Lego's gotta do it at some point. We're gonna eventually have Shrek sets here. Also, though, like, Lego has rejected Shrek so many times on Lego ideas that, like, I think maybe they just don't want to do Shrek. But I feel like eventually we gotta get Lego Shrek. We gotta get him at some point. He's gotta come out here. She is, as always, based. My sister has very good taste. I do think Scrat is quite a legendary part of the Ice Age universe. If you want, on my featured channels, you can subscribe to my sister's music account. She hasn't posted in a very long time, even though I keep telling her to post, but she does make music. And eventually she'll post on there again, so... Yes. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Yeah. Lego Ice Age, Brigade, Lego Shrek. How to Train Your Dragon mock will continue. I don't know if this build specifically will get expanded, but I am going to finish. I'm going to do all the dragons. All of the dragons are going to get made eventually. That's going to take a long time, but there's going to be all of them. And then there will be more other How to Train Your Dragon mocks. And in the future, I might even make Burke again, but bigger, when I have more space. So that also could happen. We'll just see where the channel goes. The channel is going to be very Minecraft and How to Train Your Dragon focused, I think, though. Lego Star Wars videos don't do super well right now, because it's a super oversaturated market. But you guys have been great at supporting the How to Train Your Dragon stuff and the Minecraft stuff. Those are definitely the big things. So those are going to be the 2 main Lego focuses on the channel. Lots of How to Train Your Dragon, lots of Minecraft, kind of going simultaneously. And then sorting streams that you'll get to stop by and have fun with. Yeah, no, I feel like with the... Are you talking about, like, the new Mattel brick system, Luffy? Their new, like, brick system they got? I feel like they're gonna... Any IPs Lego doesn't have right now, I feel like Mattel is gonna swoop on with their brick system. Like Shrek... They'll make Shrek. Any IP that Lego doesn't currently have their hands on, I feel like Mattel's going to try to get to counter. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Making a brick building product these days is kind of a gamble. Lego's out there, and Lego's like the biggest one, and it's really hard to compete with Lego. So, in order to do that, you gotta have some like good IPs on your back. So, I feel like if the Mattel brick system wants to succeed, it's gotta start working on getting some of those IPs, you know? And I think it is gonna jump on anything that Lego doesn't already have. So, who knows? Maybe there'll be Shrek Mattel figures in the next year or so for Shrek 5. No Mon Mothma dance scene mock. You know, maybe one day we can put some motors in that one, have her dancing around. That would be a pretty good mock. Yeah, they really are. I think they're all of these like other brick-based companies. I always think it's so weird when like a new one shows up, because it's a tough like market already. Like Lego has a monopoly like on this basically. Like they have, whoops, wrong box. Lego has the best product. Like everyone knows that, and so the other places have to compete with their IPs and stuff. So it's hard to like break into it. So I always find it interesting when there's a new one that pops up. But like there's that new one, whatever it's called, that's doing like the Hello Kitty sets. So it is working for someone. They can get those like themes, because then there's like Hello Kitty brick build stuff that we don't get with Lego. We can get more Avatar movie sets. I'm also hoping we get more movie sets for Fire and Ash. We were speaking about dream Lego sets earlier. When I was a kid, my dream set was for that like the dual rotor helicopter from the original Avatar movie. My dad and I saw James Cameron's Avatar in 3D in theaters like 5 times. And when they finally made that set, I have it back there. It's sick. I think the Avatar theme, say what you will about the movies, I like them. I understand why people don't like them. There's a lot of issues with them, I think. A lot of it representation based for some things, but like I like the movies. Most of that is like nostalgia factor for me too. Like I watched them when I was younger and I loved them. I had a great time with those movies, and I always wanted them to make Lego sets, so the Lego sets came out. And maybe a hot take, I think those sets are amazing, especially that first wave. They all connect to each other, so it's really easy to like bring them together and play. Really great designs, really great play features, really cool. Like the Banshee sets were sick. Like the Lego Avatar theme is sick, and I look forward to a day when we can have both Lego James Cameron's Avatar and Lego Avatar The Last Airbender on the shelves at the same time to confuse people in stores, because I think that would be great. They'd both be great themes, and I think we need both of them for sure. Kobe and a Madagascar set minifigure series? That would be fun. I did not know they had like a whole series of... Did they have like the like all the penguins? I might need to go find that if they had all the penguins of Madagascar, because I love those dudes. I just love penguins though. I was watching the National Geographic Penguin documentary on Disney Plus, and it is so good. It's really good. I love penguins though, so. No, they're scheduled to be 7. Yeah, James Cameron has like that's a like good point that out, Copper. James Cameron has so many Avatar movies planned, and I think he's taking a break making the movies after this next. After Fire and Ash, I saw rumors he's working on something else. I don't know when he has time to make all of these, but he has a ton of movies lined up and planned. Lego has done Toy Story sets. I think they do them periodically in Disney now. Back when Toy Story 3 came out, they had a really good line of Toy Story sets that I loved. And then with Toy Story 4, they had some like 4+ sets. And now periodically, Woody shows up in sets here and there. I think they're doing a 4+ Toy Story train that has a bunch of the Toy Story characters coming out soon. I think, yeah, through 2032, and at the rate these movies get delayed, like every single one of them keeps getting pushed back years, like a year and a year at a time. They're not actually going to come out until like 2050. They get delayed so fast. It's crazy. But there's like a lot of work that goes into them, so I get it. But they're gonna take a while to make those ones. Toy Story sets were great, especially like I have a nostalgia love too for the original ones, and they had like weird looking minifigures. Like they had like the tall legs from the Avatar sets. Loved those ones. I loved all the Toy Story sets. I had a bunch of like the older ones. I didn't get as many of the 4+ ones. I probably should have, but I was focused on Lego Star Wars, honestly. That's probably what was happening. 6 and 7. Oh, yeah. On Earth? That's crazy. We're going to go back to Earth? That's kind of cool. That's a cool plot point, though. I think we could do some cool stuff with that. We take Avatar back to Earth. I'm interested to see what he's planning with that one. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go look, Jay, for all those penguins now. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm gonna have to go get all of those How to Train Your, or not how. What am I talking about? I'm losing it. Madagascar penguin collectible minifigures from Kobe, I think you said, because I love those guys. I'm gonna have to go find them. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, I do think too, it would be stupid to like, because Disney owns all these, right? It would be stupid to release Avatar and Star Wars and Marvel all in the same week in December, or all in the same month even. So I think it's smart to delay them. Plus, it gives like the VFX workers more time to do their job, which they're already probably struggling, because I feel like VFX workers don't get a chance to actually do their job. They're so crunched, which is it must be so rough to work in that part of the industry right now. But like, I'm glad that like they get delayed, so maybe they have a little more time to like work on those projects too, so they're not like too crunched. Oh, filming in pairs. So like he'll do 4 and 5 and then 6 and that makes sense. That's a little easier to do. I bet too he'll like if he's doing them in pairs too, maybe he'll like end like 3 on like an ending. So if it ends there, he doesn't have to go back or do anything. I could see that happening too. That would make sense. Okay, y'all. My voice is starting to leave my body, so I am going to have to wrap up the stream for today. Yeah, all of them were delayed last year, right, guys? I think one is still supposed to come out this winter, but it's supposed to come out last winter. So they keep getting delayed. And they are, yeah. They're tricky to find there. Yeah. ILM does so much. Like, they're a huge studio now, and they work on so many projects at the same time. They probably don't get paid as much as like the actors and directors and stuff. Too though, I think I saw that VFX workers got like a union deal recently, at least in Marvel Studios, so they'll be able to get, I think, hopefully their lives will become a little easier, because VFX workers are overworked and underpaid. They have rough jobs out there, so yeah, it is tough. Then you'll do Titanic 2. Yes, you will. Okay, yes. Thank you, Jay. It was a great time. Thank you to every single person who stopped by. He did already do that documentary where it went down in the submarine, right? So he might even do he'll do Titanic 2. He'll make it part of the Avatar universe at that point, which would be hilarious. Don't leave your F1 figure in the bin. That's a great point. We'll move this guy. We'll take this Belleville figure I put there. We'll move him out of the way. I'm going to close out TikTok stream first. Thank you, everyone on TikTok, for stopping by. It was my first TikTok stream. We'll do this again. I appreciate all of you a lot. And thank you. Well, I don't know how to turn this off. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. Okay, so TikTok's done. We're back to YouTube now. What is this? It's making sounds. Okay. Back to YouTube. I'll figure out the TikTok thing more later, so we'll do that another day. No worries, Copper. Popping in at any time is good. Thank you for joining in. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. Thanks, Nadat. Yes, check out the most recent video. It's exciting. And then this Saturday, Burke Phase 1 finale. And I'll be talking more about Minecraft stuff coming out soon. I have a few more Minecraft things planned to come out later. And How to Train Your Dragon stuff. It's a big couple of weeks for How to Train Your Dragon content. So, lots of that coming out. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. We had Copper, Nadat, Jay, Luffy, so many people today. Procrastinators, Robotic Doom. I'm like scrolling through the chat. Ace Tito. So many people. If I forgot your name, I appreciate you still. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was a great stream. I will talk to you all soon. Hopefully we'll do a building stream this upcoming Thursday, and I'm going to try to start doing streams more on Sundays. I'm going to try to get more streams out too, so maybe we'll pop in a Monday stream here and there as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.